Hello, all you night readers. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you are all well. All right. It's good to see you all here. It's good to have a crowd to start the night. All right, let's see what we get going. And there we are. And here we are. Hold on one second. Alright, so welcome to Tarot Days and Nights. Our theme for the next 24 hours is learning. Yes, learning. That is a good one. Definitely a good one. I am learning right about now as we speak. All right, so let's see what we've got. Whoa, going on. Oh, I can't hold on to cards, I'll tell you that. My goodness. All right. Let me get myself situated, and here we go. Oh, Lisa, this is for you, by the way. There we go. Why do you get the 10 of Swords every single day, Lise? Why? So I can tell you the same thing? I think so. Because I'm going to tell you the same thing. I think you are just walking away, right? I think you're walking away from someone or some situation, and you're not going back. No matter what, you will not go back. It's just something, right? Just something that's going on. And I think you have a very clear idea what you need to do. You really do. You have a clear idea what you need to do, and you think it's going to be successful. You want it to be successful. You want to, you're very confident in it. You're very confident in the way that you're handling things. I think, being that little brave warrior that you are, I think you are just discovering that things are much better off the further you walk away and not look back. And I think the 10 of Swords is saying the same thing, right? You have to move on and start over. So that is kind of the moral of the story here. All right. That's what I get for you, Elise. That is what I get. All right. Jaleesa, how are you? Can you have a general reading? Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, I throw some more cards onto the table, huh? It's nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Since you're new here on Facebook or YouTube, if you would please, you subscribed already. You subscribed during Modern Priscilla Tarot show, NPT show today. I remember you said that you subscribe to us both. And I said, thank you. I said, we both will appreciate that. All right, so general reading. It looks like things have, it looks like something has gone on where you have split off from someone, right? Could it be a relationship? Absolutely. Absolutely, it could have been a relationship that broke up in the past, few months or so. But it could be other things. It could be a friend that you don't talk to anymore. It could be it could be a family member that you don't talk to anymore. Something's happened, but you have split off from someone. And, it makes you sad. It makes them sad. There's lots and lots of sadness going on there. And I see a lot of anxiety here because of it. So that is a bit of an issue, right? That's an issue for you, I think. I think the Empress says that you were being very protective of this person and very nurturing, but I think maybe a little too much. I think maybe you were more acted more like their mother than their friend or girlfriend. And that might have been just too much. It might have turned out to be just too much. Does that sound like it could be right? Because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you used to have a lot of fun. I'm seeing there used to be a lot of times when things would go on where you would go and enjoy yourself, right? And that enjoyment will always end up with somebody feeling very successful, someone feeling very good about themselves, somebody being recognized in the crowd and, being supported by a whole group of people. So, yeah, that's what I see, Jaleesa. I really see, it's just the hurt back here that I see that's definitely a past relationship that has gone wrong, and again that you kind of broke up, walked away from, but you didn't feel good about doing it. So, but there had to be a reason, right? There's got to be a reason. People leave people for a reason, not just because their time is up. So, yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Jaleesa. Thanks. Thank you for subscribing this afternoon. I do appreciate it. I do. Natasha, how are you? I saw you last night and I did not get to give you a reading. Oh, there goes cards again. Flopping and flying everywhere. Yahoo. All right. So, let's see what we get here. All right, Natasha. What is going on? All right, so here's what I see. Here is what I see. I think you are, I think you're really feeling like it's time just to stay home. Not go anywhere, not do anything. Just hang out at home for a while. I think that's kind of what's going on for you. I think you're a bit emotionally fragile, and even though things seem to be really good, on the outside. I think on the inside it's not so good. I think on the inside there is that sadness and frustration with the way things are going in life right now. I think there is that feeling of, you've had enough. You've had enough. It's time to be done with that. Be done with it, right? It's time to move on. You want to hope for a better tomorrow. And I think a lot of that's going to go along with healing, right? I think there's going to be a lot of healing. Follow that star, right? It will heal. It will give you inspiration as well. So something to think about with that. And then I think, I think you are, I think you're somebody who's very dependable, and you are just interested in learning new things, but just don't, you just right now don't want to do a whole lot of anything. I think underneath this happiness here and this hope and healing, I think is a deep-rooted depression right now. And the pages on the end kind of tell me that, right, that you are, you're willing to learn new things, but you aren't really willing to change. You're not really willing to do anything right now about it. You don't want to use that imagination that you have. You don't want to do any of that stuff. You just want to, have some time for yourself. And that's how I feel. That's how I really feel about what's going on. I didn't do your question, Yvonne. I did Lisa's question. I don't think I did yours. Did I call Lisa Yvonne the whole time? That would be funny. Because I clicked on Lisa's and gave her a reading. And I went down and I gave some other people readings. How did your consultation go today? If the time zone is different, it's still August where I'm at too, so JK. For another 6 hours. Well, 5 hours and 45 minutes. Let me see what I get for you, Yvonne. How did your consultation go today? You're not telling. You're not willing to share, which kind of makes me worry. All right, let's see what we get real quick here. So you are contemplating what is going on, right? You're trying to figure out what exactly is going on, and all you can think of is, how much you feel like you're in one place and you just can't move. You can't get anywhere from where you are. You feel like, you feel like you can't get anywhere. And even if you tried to go somewhere, even if not go, but if you tried to do something, it's going to be very, very slowly, right? Anything you do to try to not be stuck in this spot anymore is going to go very slow. And I think, I think if you actually get going and things start moving in the right direction for you, you're going to not know exactly which way to go. You're going to be lost. You're going to feel lost. And I think that's where you are. I think you're feeling lost. You have to go for more tests on Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, I think you're feeling lost. I just think like you are, you're ready to go. You're just ready. You are trying to get moving in the right direction, right? You're trying to get moving into the future, but I just think that it's not moving, right? You're not getting anywhere because you feel stuck here. And then once you finally realize you're not stuck anymore, well, then you're going really slow. So yeah, that's what I see for you, Yvonne. So you'll be doing testing again on Wednesday. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. Happily ever after. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here. It's great to have you here. So let me see what we get. What's the future outcome of your long distance relationship with Raza? All right, your long distance relationship with Raza. What is the future outcome? Glad you're here. Thanks for being here. That looks like a pretty good ending, I have to say. The ending looks exciting. Oh, upside down. Not that it made a whole lot of difference, right? It kind of looks the same if you're going that way or this way. It's just the words, right? And I don't do reversals, so not yet, at least. I tried it once. I don't know. It just didn't work out so great. So I think this long distance relationship has. I think it's been very quiet recently. I think it's been very quiet in between the two of you. I think you've had time, like a time out kind of deal where you've just taken some time away from each other, where you're not really talking to each other a whole lot. But, it's not, I'm not saying that it fizzled out. I'm not saying that it's not there anymore. I'm just saying that it's, it just seems like you haven't talked as often. Hold on, I'm going to cough. Sorry about that. But I do see movement, right? I see where things are moving in the right direction. Things are heading in the right direction. And I do see that Raza's heart is still there with you, even if you are taking a bit of a break. I think you look back at all the different things that have gone on while you and Raza have been talking and have been maybe video chatting and stuff like that. That's what everybody's doing, right? That's the new rage, right? FaceTime, isn't it? But I would be willing to say that, I see where this relationship gets closer, much, much closer, very much closer, right? I see where I think you almost are willing to move You can see here where you've got your bags and everything. I think you're willing to move to wherever it is that Raza is. You could be to a point where you really feel like it would be worth it for you. Is there, is that a possibility? That's what you got to think about, right? Because then it ends up with the Lovers, and the Lovers, of course, is all about just that. A very good connection of two people with harmony and trust. And that's what you really want, right? That's all you want. So I think the future outcome of this long distance relationship is awesome, right? Who would not want to end a reading about a long distance relationship, about a future outcome of a relationship with the Lovers at the end? I think that's a really good one. I think that's a really good ending. And I don't think things are bad right now. I just think you guys just haven't spoken as often as you used to recently. But I don't think that's going to continue. I think that'll change, and you'll pick up the pace again. I think you guys just needed a tiny bit of rest. Speaking of rest, how does the rest of this week look like for me? Selena says. How are you, Selena? It's good to have you. I'm glad you're here. Always nice to have you. So MPT is here helping out tonight, moderating for me. And I've probably taken her away from family time of some sort, and I apologize for that, that's for sure. But I had a huge argument with a spammer from Facebook. And the problem was I blocked him, and then I was so mad I unblocked him just so I could yell at him. And then I realized I can't block him again for 2 days. So tomorrow I can block this guy again. But if MPT sees him on Facebook during the show, she can block him for me. And that's what I'm hoping. Otherwise, you guys may get comments at the end after the show is over, and that's what I'm afraid of. I'm gonna have to sit there all night and watch and delete comments. Not that he's saying anything bad. He's just telling you, if you want really good readings and you want really good things. So, yeah. His Facebook page underneath his name says he is the high priest. I called him out on that. Sorry to say. You guys never see me in any kind of state above this, right? This is it. This is as crazy as I get. But there are times. There are times where I can be a nasty texter. I'll tell you that. All right, Selena. The rest of this week looks interesting. Actually, it looks great. I shouldn't say interesting. It looks wonderful. It looks like something new is going to start. It looks like something new may have started today, right? Because we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We won't, the weekend. We're just going to guess that the weekend's going to be fun anyway, just because it's the weekend. Weekends are always better than weekdays anyhow. But it looks like something may have started today. Something very optimistic, at least there was some potential there to start something today. And I am, and I think you are going to be getting rid of the trash, basically, right? I say that in the nicest way possible. I think you are. I think you're getting rid of any old baggage that you had, anything that is not useful to you, memory-wise. Right? I think any of these memories that are really not useful, that you have that you think about and have, I think are just getting purged from your memory. I think I think this will help you with everything in life. I think your friends are going to be happy about that, because I think you'll be happier. I think you'll have more confidence, right? You'll feel better about yourself. And that is a really good thing. I think that's going to be really good for you. And I think that's going to make life just more enjoyable. I think you're going to feel satisfied. I think you're going to feel like you have enough of everything, right? Very peaceful. Lots of people supporting you. Lots of people supporting, right? You have all that support here. You've got lots of support here. And I think that's a really important thing. So, yeah, I am thinking that's what's going on this week. I think it's a good week to get rid of bad rubbish. Out of your head. To get bad rubbish out of your head. So, yeah. All right, where am I? Ursula Page, can I have a reading, please? All right. Can I throw some more cards on the table? Woohoo. Yep. Lisa, you do understand. At the same time, it's hurting. I know it is. I know. We've had that reading several times, right? You know what you're doing. You know what you think you're pretty sure it's the right thing to do, but no matter how much you do, it still hurts. I know, Lisa. I remember those readings. I think I've used almost those exact words. Well, there we go again with the 9 of Cups. Awesome. What a great ending. I think that is a wonderful ending. Well, at least the ending looks really good. All right, so Ursula, I think you are just out there being friendly and charming and lovely. All right? I think you're very warm. You're very vibrant. You've got all that warmth, right? You can tell by all the sun. It's so yellow, and she's wearing yellow, and you got the sunflowers. How much more is there to get that sunny feeling, right? To get that warmth. It's like being wrapped up in a really warm coat, right? That's how it feels. I think you feel really secure. I think you feel very stable in the situation. Whatever situation you're in right now, it really feels good to you. Now, I think a few months back, things didn't feel so good. I think there was a separation of ways between you and someone else. And, it's been very slow to get past that. It's been a slow move to get beyond this separation, this breakup, whatever it was. But I do think that, you would be I think you're going to get over it anyhow. Even if it does take a little extra time, I think when you finally get over it, look at all the people who are going to support you. Look at all the happiness you're going to have. Because this is coming your way. This is the past. This is what's been going on over the past few months. This is your future, though. Your future's all about happy. Again, it's all about feeling peaceful. And if you feel peaceful on the inside, you will be happy on the outside. You will be that friendly, loving, warm, vibrant person that you really are, that you always have been. Right? It's just someone has gotten you down. And that's what's going on, Ursula. All right? I hope that helped you. I certainly do hope that helps. All right. So, Astha. Am I saying that right? Astha? Am I on the right path of my career? Are you on the right path of your career? These are so much easier to shuffle, I swear. Are you on the right path in your career? I think you are moving forward in your career very quickly. So just for that part, I am willing to say, yeah, you're on the right path. You are, very, very giving. I think at work you give of your time and your talent. I always say time and talent. Talent doesn't have to be, you can sing and dance, or you can play guitar, or some other instrument, or something crazy like that. But I think, your talent is what you know how to do at work. And I think you're really good at that. The thing is, if you really look at this, one person is getting, right? You're giving, and one person receives, and the other person gets nothing. So you have to keep that in mind. If you have people who work under you, right? If you have subordinates and you are their boss or supervisor or whatever you want to call it, you have to make sure that everybody gets a fair share if they're doing the same work. All right? Because now this person's going to be happy and this one's not going to be happy. And that is not going to cause a good work environment. So if that's part of your path of your career, you got to keep that in mind, because otherwise, if that continues, it's going to continue over and over and over and over, and somebody's going to get really upset, and they're going to lose their patience. They're not going to be understanding anymore. They are going to be very upset, and they're going to leave, and you're going to end up losing a good worker. So basically, I did not answer your question at all, right? I think if I give you the bottom card, it's the Five of Swords, which really does not help you either, because I think that's all about, winning. You want to win at all costs. So are you on the right path? Not if you want to win at all costs. You're a doctor. You are a doctor. So there you go. So if you're giving all the treatment to some people, if you're giving better treatment to some people than others, and this is something that continues over and over, there's certainly going to be people that get upset. There's going to be people who lose their patience with you, right? You have to be right there, right? You have to be fast. You have to be there quick. But you don't want to lose patience either. You don't want patience to leave. You don't want to lose them. Bye, CM. You don't want that to happen. All right? Something to think about. But do I think you're on the right path? Absolutely. I'm not. Let me say, I am not implying that you do this, that you help some people more than you help others. It's just if that was the case. Or if you know someone who is. Maybe this is someone you know. If it is someone you know, then you might want to tell someone of authority that this is going on. Because it's not right, right? That's not right. You do it very anonymously. And this way, it makes you'll feel better if you see something going on, right? If you see something bad, what is it? What's the saying? If you see something wrong, do something wrong. No, I don't know. That doesn't sound right. If you see something bad, do something bad. No, that doesn't work either. Natasha, it's good to have you here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I got to do your reading for you. It is really. Oh, it's the morning. I'm going to say, wait, it's really late at night for you. No, it's not. It's almost 8:40 in the morning over in Australia. You're just sitting around in your pajamas having coffee, probably. Because at 8:40 in the morning, that's about what I'm doing. But then again, it's 6:40 in the evening here, and that's what I've been doing all day. Oh, Karen. Is the Capricorn using a fake profile to spy on your Facebook? Oh, that Capricorn. I think so. I think they found a way, right? They were very determined. This is all about, well, first off, it's all about hard work, of course. The Eight of Pentacles, the first thing is all about hard work. But it's also about, right? How do you get hard work done? You're determined to do it. And it's all about determination. And I think your Capricorn friend there has been very determined to spy on your social media. I think they did it all on their own. I don't think somebody else is helping them. I think they're doing it on their own. And I think they, I don't think they know that they've been caught by you. But you caught them. You caught them and you're happy about it, right? And I think other people around you will be helpful to kind of call them out on it. All right, now this is going to be like a, I don't know what kind of moment, but I'm going to tell you something, and this could be 100% incorrect, or it could be like an aha moment. I can't believe I got this right. I think you've posted pictures on your social media of you and someone else to make the Capricorn mad because you know that they've been spying on you. Just saying it. Just putting that out there. All right? That's what I see for you. But yes, the answer is absolutely yes. The Capricorn is using a fake profile. And they are spying. Please tell me if I'm right or wrong. If I'm wrong, that's okay. I know. I don't think I'm right. So I'm saying there's like a 95% chance I'm wrong. But Karen, if I'm right at all, please. Faker McFakerton. That's him. See, MPT even knows his name. How in the world? How in the world would anybody ever know? How would you have known his name, right? How would you know that he was fooling and coming up with fake stuff when he's got a name like Faker McFakerton? Faker McFakerton. That's great. That's a good one. All right, let's see what we get here. Let us see. Is it Dinny? Is it Dinny? Like Minnie with a D? Like Dinny? Yeah, I hope I get that right for you. All right, here's what I get. I think that you are very active, right? I think you like to go around and find new things and see new things. And I think you use that inner strength of yours to get up the courage to do this, to find new stuff and to, go places that you normally wouldn't, right? That you wouldn't have ever expected to go. Yet you find the internal strength, right? That strength inside to go and do new, cool things. Which is so weird because, I get the Page of Wands. It tells me all about how active you are and how much of an adventurer you are, right? And then I get on the other side here, I get the Page of Cups, and that tells me how much of an introvert you are. I can go from extrovert to introvert, and I hate when the cards do that and confuse me like this, but they do. And I think that, I think normally in the past, you used to be this way, right? You used to just want to stay home. You would rather just, be home, watch TV, watch movies or whatever. I think you did not like change. I don't think you liked change at all. I think things were that way. But I think recently you have been venturing out more and more all the time. And you know why? I think it's because you found someone. I think someone has come to you who has been very dashing, right? He is a dreamer, very imaginative, Prince Charming. And I think there has been this sudden change in your life that has made this big change to get you off the couch and out and about doing new things. That's what I see for you. That's what I see for you. I know, very interesting, eh? Yeah, true. True, she says. 36 Lavender, what's going on? How can you advance in your career? $36 Lavender. See, now you're just trying to butter me up, so I'll do your reading for you, aren't you? Yeah. I definitely think so. All right, well, it worked. That's funny. All right. Well, thank you very much for the compliment. I hope things are well in Canada this evening. Right? Aren't you in Canada? Didn't you tell me that yesterday? I think so. All right. All right. What blocks you from some financial success? How can you overcome it? What can you do to advance in your career? Wow. We got all the wands out there, don't we? We got the knight, the king, and the knight, and the page. So here's what I think you need to do better in your career and reach financial success, because I have no financial cards out here at all. Although the King of Wands does, like I told somebody this morning, sometimes the King of Wands can mean unexpected money. So you can always hold out for that hope. But if you want to advance in your career, first off, I think you need to work more independently. I think you need to work with, just on your own some more. When you work in a big group, I think you kind of get drowned out, and that does not help you. You're probably very quiet, and that's what happens, right? Your voice does not get heard because you're quiet. And so when you are in a group of people working and they've all got ideas and you have a really good idea that could help you with your career, it doesn't get heard. And that's an issue. And that's what part of the reason you're not advancing in your career, right? So if you work by yourself more and it's just you telling what your ideas are without someone else being there, then I think you do better. I think you have a much better chance of moving forward in your career. Now, you've got the king, the knight, and the page of wands. And basically, they're all kind of going to mesh together, right? To do better in your career, these are some things you're going to have to do. You're going to have to be more charismatic. You're going to have a little more energy. You're going to need to be excited about what you're doing, and you're going to have to be willing to move locations. I think you're going to have to be a little more adventurous. I think you're going to have to discover things that are new and learn new things and be a bit of a free spirit. You cannot bring stress home with you every night. You cannot bring the stress of your work home, because if you do, all of this will go down the tubes, and so will the career. Bringing stress home just makes life really bad. It just makes it horrible. It really, really does. So that's what I think you can do to make your life better. Your career life, I should say, not your whole life, but just your career life. I think that's what blocks you from financial success. And I think if you work on some of those things, I truly believe that you will overcome. You will overcome that issue. All right. 36 Lavender, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here again tonight. Thanks for coming back. Thank you so much for coming back. All right. So, where did I see it? There it is. Kay. Kay would like to know, should I ignore Ingrid's love offer? All right. So I'm guessing, and this is just a guess, right, Kay? I hope you're still here, that I'm guessing that Ingrid has just come out and told you that she is interested in a romantic relationship with you. That's what I'm thinking. That's the way I'm understanding this. All right. Wow. All majors? Almost. The King of Cups to go with it. Nice. All right. So, the King of Swords. Boy, don't they look like twins. They could be twins, those two. The King of Swords and the King of Cups. Should you ignore Ingrid's love offer? Are you still around, Kay? Because I would like to know if you were actually had any interest at all in it in the first place. The King of Cups tells me that you are, you know where you are emotionally. You know where you are on the inside, right? You know where you are on the inside, but you're very indecisive. And obviously that's why you're asking this question. Because it's so hard to make a decision. It's always difficult trying to make a decision. And I understand that. I have the same problem. I really do. The King of Swords tells me, that there is structure to this whole thing. There was a whole plan going into this by Ingrid. I think Ingrid really planned this out, right? She's very smart. I think she was able to do that. And I think there's hope. I think there's truly hope for that, for the relationship to be a decent relationship. I'm just afraid if this was not something that you were interested in, that it's going to, just feel like, oh gosh, what's the word for it even? You're gonna feel very resistant to the whole thing, and I think that's going to hurt Ingrid's feelings, because she feels one way and you feel another. But you cannot worry about that. You can't just do something because somebody else wants you to do it. You can't go into a relationship just because someone else wants the relationship, right? Unrequited love does not make a good relationship. So I have to say, honestly, I'm going to tell you my final answer is you should probably not go along with Ingrid's love offer, because I don't see it going anywhere. I see it going nowhere. Can't go anywhere when your Sphinx won't stand up. Keep that in mind. Little words of wisdom from the Night Reader. All right. Gladys Vasquez, what's going on? Following and liked. Awesome. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Yeah. MPT's telling me, guys, don't forget, and it is important, the show is ending soon. If you want to guarantee a reading still for tonight, the only way to do that is to donate. And donation information is across the bottom of the screen, scrolling, and it's also in the show description. So all the information is there for you. All right, so a love reading for you, Gladys. A love reading. All right. So I think you are I think you feel like you're ready to move into a new relationship. You are ready to jump right into a relationship at this point. I think anything that's happened in the past, you don't really care. And I truly do believe that is what's going on. I think you're ready for that. You are almost to the point of impatience, right? But I think you have plans. I think you got big plans for it. I think you are feeling, I think you feel like you have changed to a point where now a relationship will work better than it would have in the past. Hey, Fairy Wren, I never said hello to you and you've been here all night. Sorry.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
Every time I say your name, Siri comes on. I don't know why. It's crazy. Anyhow, I think, Gladys, I believe that, you will have to have a little bit of patience. You're going to have to understand that things don't happen overnight, but I think you are going to take the initiative to make things happen quicker. All right? I think you have a ton of confidence right now. I think you have a ton of self-esteem. And I think you really are just plain feeling good about yourself and about life. So that's what I see going on now. Now, when you find somebody and it turns out to be the right person, this is the ending. The 10 of Cups. All about safety of the family, well-being of your family, the love of your family, and feeling blessed. And that's what I see. That is what I see for you, Gladys. So, all right. I am going to pick one more last free reading. If I don't pick you and you still want a reading, you can still have one. All you have to do is donate, though, now. Donations do take priority, and donations do guarantee a reading. So, Deborah. Deborah, do me a favor and subscribe, hit like here on YouTube for me. I would appreciate it. let's see what we get here. A general reading. That's pretty good. That is very interesting, Fairy Run. I have to say it quietly so she doesn't hear me. So my phone doesn't hear me. How sad is that? I have to talk quietly so my phone doesn't hear me. All right. This looks really good for you. I think you are standing tall with confidence right now. I think you're doing extremely well. Confidence-wise, I think you feel like you are very successful. I think you have a lot of people who are supporting you. And that is a great thing. That's a really great thing. I think you're at a crossroads though, right? Where you have to make a decision of some sort. And that decision, of course, is going to be something you have to make on your own. I'm not sure what the decision is, but you're going to have to make it. You got to pick one, right? You can't not make a choice because you can't get out of this room without making a choice and picking a sword to get out. So you make a choice. Whatever the choice is you make, it's your choice, so that it's not wrong. There are no wrong choices. But I'll tell you what, when you make this decision, if you make the decision to move ahead in the right direction, I got all kinds of love going on here. All kinds. I've got a very strong emotional connection, right? That starts off as friends and turns into a relationship pretty quickly. It moves from, the friend zone to the relationship zone in a hurry. I think there is a harmony between the two cards, right? Those two cards are both all about harmony. I think there'll be a trust. I think there will be that feeling of we are soulmates kind of thing going on, right? Take things in moderation. Don't rush into things too much. Take them into, do things in moderation, and you will enjoy the relationship much, much more. So, something to think about. Absolutely something to think about. All right, Deborah? Thank you. All right, so Flower Garden has made a donation, and I am just waiting for your question. You're not wise awake, huh, Kathleen? It's probably not wise to be awake at this hour where you are. Flower Garden, yeah, just waiting on your question. You wonder if you'll ever get to travel to the Maldives. Wow. I don't wonder that ever. I never wonder that. I know the answer is absolutely no. I cannot fly, so until they build a bridge. Will you ever travel to the Maldives? Oh, I'm sure it's beautiful. It's expensive, you're saying. I see that. I'm sure it is. Yeah, not too late, huh, Kathleen? I don't know. I'm just getting old. I think that was part of my problem with the 8:30 show. Not only did I lose out all my Ireland and England crowd, but I couldn't stay awake. I was just getting too old. all this craziness. The King of Cups and the King of Pentacles tells me that you are going to be successful at business and you will be able to make some money, which is going to help you on this whole idea of a trip. I think, right? I think you are going to be, I think you're going to find people are very sympathetic to you wanting to go, and, you know, they may help you, which wouldn't be a bad thing, right? That wouldn't be terrible. I think that would be pretty cool if people helped, right? But I also think that, you know, you're going to have to decide on your own what you really want to do because, well, you know, it is your decision, number one. And I think you have a problem making decisions. I think that's a bit of an issue. But I think you have a lot of them to choose from. That's the problem, right? You have too many choices to choose from, and that makes it so you are indecisive. I think that's the problem. I think you're going to have other people, though, that want to go on this trip. I think you're going to have people who you have asked. I think you have people that you know, want to go with you, that you want them to go with you, I should say. And, you know, they're going to help pay for some of this. So I think it would be a good idea. Yeah, I think if you all pool your money in together, you will have enough and you'd be able to go. And then I end up here with the 8 of Wands, which is all about movement, fast movement, which is travel, right? It's like a vacation. It's a holiday. It is all about going somewhere, right? These wands are flying through the air. They're going somewhere. So that's what I see for you, Flower Garden. Thank you very much for your donation. I do appreciate your generosity. And that is what I get for you. You don't forget, Kathleen Boyle, I have two short, they're kind of short because they were only a test, but 2 meditation videos on my channel here, on my Facebook channel, or my YouTube channel, excuse me, if you check me out on YouTube. They may or may not put you right to sleep. They put my wife to sleep, I'll tell you that. All right, so let me see if I have any other donations real quick, and then if not, we are out. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. No other donations came in, so that was my last reading. I hope you all had a nice night. Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Yeah, have a listen. If you get over there on YouTube, do me a favor. First off, of course, subscribe. Get notifications because I do daily tarot tips every single day, right? So I am here. Remember, I'm here, people, every day. Everyone, every day. 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And I will be back again tomorrow. The show is called Tarot Days and Nights. And yeah, you're welcome, Fairy Wren. That's so weird. I don't know what it is. It's like the first time I say your name every single night, Siri comes on. It's so weird. And tonight, that's what it was all about. So, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I'll be back again tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. Awesome. All right, you guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Maybe. Geez, there we go. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye now.